There are already 3 billion of us connected to the internet. Imagine what the next 4 billion, as they connect, can help us do. There are already 12 billion things connected to the internet. Things, devices, believe it not, like a garbage can, even a basketball. I'll get to that in a minute. Predictions are 20 to 50 billion more things will be connected in the next couple of years. Just think of the possibilities with that amount of connectivity, with that amount of collaboration happening around this planet. What can it have as a positive impact? In fact, the impact is pretty staggering. Some predictions say the Internet of Things and the Internet of Everything can drive $19 trillion worth of economic benefit for this planet. To put that in perspective, that's almost as large as the US and China economies combined. So 19 trillion of good fortune waiting for us if we make a difference, if we accelerate, if we embrace change. But just connecting things creates an awful lot of data, a lot of information, and sometimes overwhelming amounts of data, massive amounts of data. We call it big data. So the challenge we have is, how do you get that information and that data into the hands of people that can make a better informed, educated decision? Teachers, people drilling mines, transportation. Think about the things in our lives that can improve with a more connected world. But that takes some responsibility to make sure we get that information into the hands of the right people. So think about the Internet of Things connecting a bunch of stuff, creating a bunch of data. Change that data to get the information into the hands of people that can make a difference. Make a faster, better, informed decision for this planet. So let me personalize this for you a little bit. Let me take you back a couple of months ago on why I truly believe there is a tipping point, and I need your help tipping this thing a little faster. Because I think this tipping point can have a great economic impact. It can have a positive impact on all our lives. So the first part of the journey actually was with my son, Alec. And we were at an electronics store a couple of months ago, and on the bottom shelf was this, a basketball. Much to our amusement, thought it was a practical joke, a bad inventory play, something, but seeing this product in this store was very strange for us. So upon further investigation, we realized this actually was a connected basketball. It connects to your smartphone. And as an athlete, as you take a shot, this ball tracks the trajectory of that shot. And it gives you immediate data to say, was that banked high or banked that low? Think about some of the egos on the basketball court nowadays. Nice to bring a little bit of data to that and help them understand, you know what, you're not maybe as good as you think you are, adjust a little bit, right? So amazingly beneficial. So it becomes a personal coach. It becomes a tool for coaching. But think about it, right? It's a connected device that brings information to someone that can make a difference, make a better informed change, improve the game of basketball. Good news is this now is turning into the connected soccer ball. So my daughter Ella is in the audience here today, budding fantastic musician and student as well, but a budding soccer player. Connected soccer ball can help you improve your kick, the trajectory of that ball. So connected devices helping you improve your sport. But then I had the good fortune of going to Barcelona. Beautiful city in southern Europe, right? One of the most beautiful cities in the world. But some of you might know Spain has not been in the best economic shape for the last couple of years. How troubling Barcelona was, average unemployment was at a staggering 29%. Unemployment between the age of 18 and 35 was a very sobering, almost 60%. Horrendous. Barcelona itself was on the brinks of bankruptcy. So they had to do something different. And the mayor, along with some other leaders, with some partnerships, collaborated and said, we've got to change. We've got to drive some change. We've got to do things differently. We've got to look at things we've done for decades the same way and figure out, can we drive change? So the first was the connected bus stop. Okay, Wi-Fi at a bus stop, what's the big deal, right? But it was more than that. It was actually a digital sign that you looked on and said, where is the bus? Did I miss it? Have I got some time? It was more than a digital sign because you were actually connected to the community. So if I was delayed for a bus and had 20 or 30 minutes to spare, could I get text from the local coffee shop or the local pizzeria to take advantage of that? So as a tourist or a commuter, I felt more connected to the community. The community got a benefit from me. It was a better connected experience just from a bus stop. We then walked down the boulevard and came to the connected parking space. 30 to 40% of traffic congestion in cities around the world, especially Western cities, are people like me and maybe you driving round and around and around trying to find that elusive parking space. In Barcelona, that does not happen anymore. You have an application as you get within city limits. What a surprise, right? Green says there's parking, red says there's not. But it's more than that. As you park and you stabilize, the city gets the revenue. They get a parking automatically debited from your account. Afraid to say, if you overstay your welcome, you automatically get that parking ticket as well. So Barcelona has changed something, an archaic thing that they did for many decades, into a profit-generating experience. It was a walk down a beautiful boulevard where I saw a garbage can, actually a little bit bigger than this with a sensor on it and a connected garbage can. Why, oh why do you need a connected garbage can? So, tourism, right? What would make that beautiful backdrop not look so good? Right? Stinky trash, garbage, right? They've collected garbage in Barcelona the same way for decades. So they said, boy, if we can get information from our garbage and track the capacity, is that full or empty, maybe we should go pick up the full trash first. And maybe we don't need to burn the fuel going to empty garbage cans and picking them up. So what it was a very simple concept, actually reduced the amount of garbage they had, spilling over into the streets, affecting tourism, lowered their operating costs incredibly, and, by the way, improved their greenhouse effect, right? Their carbon footprint was saved as well. This connectivity thing was getting me kind of excited. There was a tipping point. There are things being connected that even I was amazed about. But I know there's a couple of you in the audience out there thinking, you know, all this connectivity, all these cameras tracking where I am, sounds a little George Orwellian, 1984-ish. So I'm an optimist. I truly believe we figure these things out. I truly believe you can make a difference to help figure this out. Because you shouldn't feel worried about it. We will figure this out. Guess what? When another 4 billion people get on this internet and help us start collaborating, when we connect the unconnected to have 20, 50 billion devices connected, think of the great things that can happen. Think about how the world can benefit from $19 trillion worth of economic benefit. I'm very optimistic about the future. But we're not just here at TED Talks to get entertained. I'd like to challenge us to do something about it. We've talked about tipping points all day. Tipping points need help. They need to be pushed. They need to be tipped. They need to be accelerated. So if there's this amount of economic benefit, if this really can change the way we work, live, and play, why would we not do something about it? Why would we settle for second best? Why don't we challenge? Why don't we vote? Why don't we tweet? Why don't we spend our money? Why don't we have an expectation that this experience should have a better impact on all our lives and this entire planet? Thank you very much.